Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to this psychology presentation. My name is Dr. Paul Sullivan and I'm the Head of Psychology at Bradford.
Hi there, my name is Dr. Vaportzis and I am a neuropsychologist and also the programme leader for one of our undergraduate programmes, the BSc in Psychology.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Vaportzis. I'm a cognitive psychologist at Bradford and I'm also the program lead for our Psychology with Counseling program.
So just a quick overview of the psychology degrees that we offer at the University of Bradford. We have degrees that are accredited by the British Psychological Society, the BPS. And our flagship program, we have the Psychology BSc Honours program. We have the Psychology with Counseling BSc Honours program. We have a foundation route into psychology. And we also have a postgraduate MSc Psychology, that's BPS accredited, which is a conversion course designed for graduates without a psychology background. And we have a postgraduate MSc in the Psychology of Health and Eating. And today we're just going to focus mainly on the Psychology BSc Honours and Psychology with Counseling BSc Honours program.
Okay, so this slide gives you an overview of what type of modules you would be studying if you were to enroll on the BSc Psychology 3-year honours degree with us. So you can see it's divided into first year, second year and final year. In the first year, we have what's known as core modules, which you are required to study. And these include things like understanding social development, introduction to research methods in psychology, where, for example, you learn about the different methods that psychologists use as a part of their research, which you build upon again in second year and will then use that information in your third year for your dissertation projects. But we also allow you to have an optional module in your first year, and we've put a list there on the slide of the modules that you're able to select. So you're able to choose one of those. Moving on into your second year, again, you are required to study core modules that the BPS request you to have a foundational knowledge in. So that, for example, includes social psychology, cognitive psychology. I teach psychobiology and neuroscience. All of these have different methods of assessment to give you a varied approach to study. And again, in second year, you have the fantastic opportunity of choosing another optional module out of the list presented. So for example, if you're developing an interest in a particular area of psychology, you could choose a module that would interest you the most. In your final third year, you are required to undertake a research project in psychology where you would be supervised by a member of the team. And then you would select from a list of optional modules, which include, right at the bottom there, it says university elective, where you have the opportunity to select a module that isn't a psychology specific module. So that's very useful if, like I say, you're developing a particular interest in an area that might link to psychology. And you can see on the list there that our options range from clinical psychology and mental health through to forensic, and also psychological life skills and employability.
The counseling program has a very similar structure to the psychology program. However, there are some specific modules that you can complete for those who are interested in counseling. So for example, in the first year, we have the introduction to counseling, which places emphasis on developing knowledge and skills for effective counseling. Then in the second year, there is another module that will assist you to develop an understanding of theoretical approaches. And there is also a new exciting module at Bradford, CBT and positive psychotherapy, and that's an optional module that you can elect to do. And in the final year, we put things into practice. So this is where you focus on the therapeutic processes in counseling, from the initial assessment to identifying treatment and interventions, and then evaluating these.
Well, thank you both. Now I just want to quickly address that question. Why psychology at Bradford? How can you tell the wood from the trees? Why, there's so many variety of universities and psychology courses. I just want to draw your attention to a couple of things that, and I think really what's important to start with is this, that we have caring staff who value a diversity of identities. We really do care for the variety of student experiences that come across our path, and the number of different identities that really contribute to a diversity of thinking and a diversity of doing psychology. So that's really important to us here at Bradford. Now, I also want to draw your attention to this, weekly drop-in support sessions run by learner support officers for a range of modules, including research methods and statistics. We understand that for some students, it's a little bit intimidating to do statistics, to do complex material, but we are there with you every single step of the way, and we effectively work with you through these weekly drop-in support sessions, but also through your PAT, your personal academic tutor. The lecturers are very responsive. We're very keen to hear from you. We have office hours that run continually. We have small group teaching that runs alongside larger group lectures. So in effect, you'll find that you're not alone, that we do reach out. We try to find out where you're at, and we try to help you to achieve your potential, which in itself is a very important psychological concept, actualizing your potential. I'm just going to pass over now to Liz and Ria to show how they demonstrate this cutting edge research. All of the staff are cutting edge researchers. Just want to give you a taste of the kind of research that we do by passing you over to Ria and to Liz.
Yeah, for example, at the moment we are both involved in a study in partnership with the Bradford Pools Foundation. So the study aims to build confidence and resilience in vulnerable people in Bradford through physical activity. So this is a very exciting project. It started a couple of months ago and it's ongoing at the moment.
Well, thank you, Ria. And finally, to just underline the strong links we have to local employers. This is a really important point. We're aware of how important and crucial it is to know that your degree has a viable career pathway. We'll talk about that again in a moment. But just now, I just want to draw your attention to how within the program itself, we have career booster weeks. We have a variety of internships and strong links to local and to national employers.
Okay, so this slide just highlights to you that as well as studying your modules and the curriculum with us in psychology, the university has a number of support services which are available to all of our students to help them reach their potential, as Paul just said, but also if you might be struggling with a particular aspect of your academic life, or even if you need support with your own health and well-being, we have services in place to do that. So, for example, we have a disability service with disability advisors. We have a career service, which is also available for our alumni, which are our students that have graduated. They can also use our career development service to reach out if they need careers advice. At the top right there, you'll see that it says PAL schemes. PAL is peer assisted learning. And this is a scheme that we run in psychology where the second and third year students meet with our new incoming first year students regularly to offer peer support, which we've gained really positive feedback about that experience, particularly that first year students have felt welcomed into the university and feel that they've got support from their peers in second and third year who've been through the same experience. We also have a wellbeing and counselling service. We have IT support. Each student is allocated a personal academic tutor who they will also be in regular contact with. And also on there, the university obviously has financial support services and information about any available scholarships or bursaries that we may be offering at the time.
Brilliant, thanks Liz. What jobs can I do with a psychology degree? Well, our graduates have gone on to a variety of successful careers. So the kinds of jobs that you can do in psychology include forensic psychology, clinical psychology, psychological wellbeing practitioner, educational psychology. So there's a variety. I won't go through all of them. But outside of psychology, we have people who go into other careers like advertising, recruitment and personnel, social care careers, and any graduate scheme, of course, in business or banking.
So Thank you for listening. Our presentation is just focused on some key aspects of our undergraduate programmes, and we've hopefully given you an overview of what they look like in terms of the curriculum and some of the additional things that we offer in psychology. If you do have any questions about anything that we've mentioned today or anything else that you might want to know about, please do email inquiries@bradford.ac.uk, who will be able to assist you further and point you in the direction of anyone who can help that is relevant and important.
Brilliant. Thanks, Liz. And thank you everyone for listening.